3 wishes.
World peace, turkey sandwich.
How long have you been friends with Brent for?
You know what? I actually have to confess a very awesome fact. When I moved to Vancouver many years ago, I took, as I mentioned, all kinds of acting classes to hone my skills and to create the amazing talent that would eventually, I'm getting to it, give me this awesome job. And one of my teachers, lo and behold, was Mr. Brent Miller. So if anybody out there thinks, oh, how and whom and how do I get to find a good teacher who becomes your friend?
It's like I'm your sensei.
And just ride it out. Yeah.
No, true.
He is a mentor, and he has someone that
I didn't know if you were ever
going to
mention that. I didn't know if you were going to ever say that, but true fact.
He did not pay me to say that. I remember that. I remember that very, very clearly. He was my teacher.
True fact. For 4 years, I taught at a location and saw lots of students, and Michael is the only student ever that I saw to actually get into voice. Like, that's how hard it is. Who's this guy? Who's this guy
my part? Stealing my job.
And then I look at it. He was one of my students, and I was so proud. And funny enough, years later, David Kay was the guy that I took out to lunch and asked, how do I get in the business? I did a show called Geotracks years later with David Kay, and we both had parts on the show, and he looked at me and went, look at you, man. and I was like, I remember like hearing that you came in the business, and I was like, look at you, man.
Proud moments.
Finally, somebody broke in.
It can be done. Ready, lightning round.
Thoughts on Ninjago pilot scripts? The very first ones.
Oh man, I thought they were great right out of the gates. I love the writing, I love the story. I thought everything was coming together. If
this was Harry Potter and we were at the Hogwarts house, would you be Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin?
Oh man, I would probably rather tend the animals with Hagrid.
Dude, I said I was gonna hang out in Hagrid's cabin to avoid all the drama.
No way!
High five to that!
High five to tending animals and not having to deal with drama.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No drama.
Your drama?
I say drama.
Not drama?
Well, see, because my mum was English, so when I was growing up, everything was drama.
Drama, yes.
Yeah.
Did you play Lego as a kid?
Yes.
Do you like the NFL?
I think it's great. I love football. I grew up playing football. Football!
What position?
I played linebacker. I was always really eager to hit people. It's a football thing.
I didn't know you were so violent, man.
No, man, it was about sportsmanship. You get in my way, I will get you.
Yeah, you're a real peaceful guy, though.
I am.
So you want to hit people.
As a child.
Favorite superhero?
Oh, man, I gotta say, my favorite superhero, just for cool style, it's gotta be the Tick. Love the Tick. He's great.
Serious?
Giant chin, antennas,
yeah,
no cape.
I've never heard somebody say that he's
Love the Tick. I think he's fantastic.
Wow, that's great.
Oh, come on, man.
No, I like it.
Come on, man.
I like that you're different.
Well, I've voiced so many amazing heroes, and I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm saying they're all amazing, but really, you know, you got to find somebody who you can appreciate, and I appreciate the Tick's swagger. I always thought he was very cool. Lots of swagger. Sure.
In real life, Gin Blade or lightning power?
You know what? I don't think that complex powers are good for the person wielding. I'm going to go with lightning because the Gin Blade was just too complicated. Obviously, bad things happen.
Someone you look up to?
Someone I look up to? Ooh, this is an important thing, and everybody has their own answer. I look up to people who don't always do the right thing, don't always do the normal thing, but they do the thing that feels good. I got to say one of my heroes is Dick Proenneke. Someone who moved out into the wilderness to build a cabin and to, you know, basically become the forefather of journalism out in nature and preservation and understanding and awareness. And that is really something that I've, you know, just come to totally love and respect in this world, is people who will take a different kind of approach to life and just live in peace and beauty and surrounded by all the things that make them feel good.
Love it. Planet of the Apes, we mentioned a little bit.
Yes, we did.
What did you play again? Did we talk about?
I played Luca. Luca is in the third installation. He is Caesar's sort of right hand, I guess, military leader in a sense. He sort of commands all the troops and the security and things. And yeah, it was a tremendous role. And to work with Andy Serkis and to work with again Terry Notary, who I mentioned.
He's as Gollum, right?
Andy Serkis is next level.
I'm
If
doing-
you don't know who Andy Serkis is, you must find out.
For all of you who are watching my gameplay where I'm doing a Gollum impersonation, he's Gollum.
Yes,
Right.
Andy Serkis is Gollum.
He's a little bit better than me.
He plays Kong. He was most recently
Kong,
in the
too?
Star Wars show. Yeah. Andy Serkis is on...
Everything.
Man, he is on top of the world of performance capture. He's also an incredibly talented, character actor. He vanishes. He disappears. That is probably one of my acting heroes. And getting to work with him was, it's really, tremendous.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Favorite book?
Ooh, favorite book. Man, there's so many great books. I have to say My Side of the Mountain and or Hatchet.
In our character voices, one final question. Oh yeah, and by the way, before I get to that, where can people follow you social media wise? I'm gonna link your Twitter below on every video.
Well, you know what? Twitter is, that's my main squeeze.
You don't do Instagram?
You know what? Well, I do have an Instagram, but it's really boring. It's just pictures of food that I've grown and some farm shots, and there's I'm sorry, Instagram, I'm not as busy as some people who have a lot of coffees and ferns and like pouty faces. I have a lot of work to do.
You don't like my
No, I don't like your pouty selfies.
Come on, let's do one together.
Let's do selfie.
Oh great, you
need a stick.
You know we did that?
Why?
There's gonna be so many people that are gonna take that screenshot. And now we both really ended up with a pouty face.
With a pouty face.
We were anti-pouty face and we just became pouty face. Twitter, we're twittering you.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question in our voices. Jay, there's been some talk about who would actually win in a fight, Jay or Zane. I would like some clarity on your opinion on this.
Well, you know what? I would like to first clarify the use of the word fight, because if you and I were going to have a discussion and or argument and or challenging situation, obviously we're going to use our words first and foremost. But I gotta say, I've never seen an icicle stand up against a lightning bolt. Just saying, for the record.
Right. So if you were to say that we would actually have physical combat,
which is highly unlikely because again, lightning over ice.
Right.
It's pretty funny.
But if we were to engage, and
in
I
combat,
was to ice you in the face.
Oh, right. Well,
you're telling me that you would just block it with a.
You know what? I mean, after winning, it'll feel like nothing with a little bit of cocoa and a warm blanket.
You see, my friend, I have defeated the Overlord and I've died, so lightning to the face is actually going to be quite easy.
Well, then we shouldn't have any reason to fight, should we? Both knowing how formidable we both are in any given context.
Ice!
Lightning! and that's probably as far as we need to go with the fight.
Yeah.
Waffles?
I would rather just sit on your porch and...
Waffles and pancakes?